Hey film fans, my name is David and this is Film Collector Archive, and today we are talking about the new Arrow Video release of Ridley Scott's Legend. I'm really excited that Arrow Video decided to move forward on a release of Legend. Now this is an absolute classic. If you've never seen it and you're into 80s films, especially 80s kind of sci-fi fantasy, this definitely lives up to the hype. It's one of those that I think especially if you watched when you were younger like myself, this is one that I grew up watching. This hits a really nostalgic chord for me, and I'm just really excited to see it receive such great treatment. Arrow Video being one of my favorite labels, and they treat these films so well, from the packaging to the extras. I'm just really excited, and I'm especially excited to see all of the glitter they use in the movie in high definition. So we'll see if that adds to the experience. But really great newly commissioned artwork here. And I apologize, I don't have the artist's name off the top of my head, but really great commissioned artwork here. And as you can see, this is no surprise. Sorry about the reflection there. Just a wealth of extras here. And we'll definitely take a look at this here in just a second. We'll switch over to the other camera and unbox this set. But yeah, this is one that I grew up watching. Specifically, my best friend growing up, we've been friends since third grade. This is one that we grew up watching together. So every time I watch this, I'm back to being in grade school, hanging out at my buddy's house, and watching Legend. And we had kind of a stack of movies that we would frequent, and this was really, right at the top of the stack. And of course, I love the Tim Curry performance here, and we have a young Tom Cruise, and then a Mia Sara from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Ferris Bueller's girlfriend stars in this movie as well, and just a really great film. I think if I had to pair this with another title, it would have to be The Never-Ending Story. There's a lot of parallel just in overall kind of look and some of the theme, and just kind of the feel of the film really parallels well and pairs well with The Never-Ending Story. So if you're looking for a double feature, that would be a good way to go. Maybe even Legend and The Princess Bride. Those all kind of hit some of the same notes for me, and definitely a nostalgic note. So very excited to see this from Arrow. Let's go ahead and switch over to the other camera now, and we will get this set unboxed. Let's jump right into this. Here we have Ridley Scott's Legend, starring, of course, Tom Cruise. Really great box set presentation here. I'm so glad that this film got this kind of attention from such a great label. So this is a Blu Ray release. There was no 4K offering on this title, just an FYI for you 4K nuts out there. Let's carefully... I've had issue before with some of the box sets being a little bit too quick with removing the stickers on these J cards, and it pulling a little bit of the paper away on the actual box set. I'm not one that keeps the J cards, but I certainly understand that there are people out there that do. Let's go ahead and give you a look here. Hopefully that's focused enough. You can go ahead and pause and read over that if you would like. Let me kind of pull this in. So this is a Region A release. Disc 1 has the theatrical cut and Disc 2 has the director's cut. Theatrical cut comes in at 90 minutes and the director's cut is 113 minutes. I'm not sure which version I grew up watching. I'm assuming it was the theatrical cut. So I will definitely be excited to dive in and watch the director's cut. I believe there's some differences even with the score on the two versions. So I'll be really interested to learn more. All right, so here is the set. Very, very hefty set here, which is always nice. It's nice to have a box with a little bit of heft. Really great newly commissioned artwork here. Here is the spine and the back, just really, really exceptional looking. And here's the contents on the inside here that we're gonna dive into. We'll go ahead and set the box aside. All right, so again, the newly commissioned artwork. I'm not sure if we get reversible. I'd be surprised if we don't. Yes, we do. We get the reversible artwork, so we'll switch that here in a second. Let's see what advertisement we get here. Okay, so this is already not an old release, but it's been out for a bit. The Stylist, and then the Arrow Video streaming service. Here we have our lobby cards, so we'll flip through these really quick. And yeah, it's going to be the same on the other side for each of these. I really like the addition of lobby cards in these sets from Arrow. Just a nice touch. All right, now we're all the way through that, and okay, we'll actually just go for the take a look at the discs here. All right, so here is the disc art for the US theatrical cut. We have the nice flipper tray presentation here, and disc 2, we have the great Tim Curry on the disc there, and that is for, of course, the director's cut. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and pull this out right now and flip around the artwork. I always like going with the original poster art on the inside, and you can see that that is a really neat. I love that poster, actually. All right, and then we will put our lobby cards and everything back in there. All right, set that aside. Next up, wow, we got a lot actually to go through here. All right, so we'll pull this. So there's a nice sticky seal on here. We'll go ahead and discard that. So this is really neat. Actually, I wasn't aware that they were going to be including this. These are some nice glossy photos. Just the Universal logo on the back there. So we'll flip through these. So not only do we get the lobby cards, but just a nice set of glossy photos, kind of cast marketing photos is what it looks like we get here, but just really really high quality. And just flipping through these, it's just bringing back great memories of this film. I'm excited to visit this again. So really really great addition of those photos. Next up, we have a nice poster, and this is going to be a double-sided poster featuring both the newly commissioned work. Sorry, I'm trying to do my best to fit some of this in the frame. Featuring the newly commissioned artwork and, of course, the original poster, which again, I really, really love that poster. really tempted to to get that framed. It's just that cool. All right, and last but certainly not least, we have our perfect bound book with, again, the original poster art there, and a really nice shot on the back. And we'll just kind of flip through, or kind of get through this here. So nice photos and essays. A nice essay book. I'm telling you, it's very much appreciated. So lots of reading to get through here. Again, just really great photos. I love the perfect bound style. All right, so that is the last element here to look through. All right, so there's our book, the poster, the glossy photos, and of course the film itself. All right, so really just a wonderful overall set here, overall presentation of Legend. Thank you so much for coming by the channel and watching this video. I'm anxious to know, and if you want to leave a comment, I'd love to know if you're planning on picking up this set. Is Legend a film that you are familiar with? Is this a new one for you? I'm always curious to know if people have seen this film, because it seems like one that should even maybe be talked about a little bit more than it is. And that kind of sounds like I'm calling it underrated, and maybe I am really. I think it's one that could maybe be seen as a little bit underrated. Cult classic, maybe, I'm not sure. But let me know in the comments your thoughts on this film, and yeah, if this is one that you're going to be picking up. Also, let me know some of your other favorite Arrow Video releases. There's so many great releases to choose from when picking favorites. I know that's a really hard thing to do. Some of my favorites of recent or fairly recent memory, I was definitely just over the moon about the Waterworld release. That's a really packed release. Also, the RoboCop release had me very excited, and just really looking forward to what Arrow Video is going to be bringing in the future. Now, this video is dropping in October 2021. We've got some great releases slated. I know later this month I've got Dario Argento's Deep Red coming in, and there's some other really great releases already slated for this year that I've got on pre-order. So definitely stay tuned on this channel for more coverage of the releases of Arrow Video. And until next time, let's keep the conversation on film alive and well.